making his way to ringside. He weighs in tonight at 200 pounds. Where are we? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Damian Slater.
And I will repeat also fiercely. O Lord, raise me to thy right hand and count me among thy saints.
Of Q1 on the Gold Coast, weighing in tonight at 96.5 kilograms, he is the Skyze!
That one wasn't it.
I was born ready. The Jay was born ready. Ring the bell, Jay.
Shut up. It's a good bell. I got a key. Got a bell on my cupboard.
Both back like up. Damian Slater. It's Chad Skyze into the turnbuckle there. Damian Slater just returning from an impressive tour in the US. Clean break there by Damian Slater.
Damian Slater from Adelaide, South Australia, and as Mark has said, he's been wrestling in America, predominantly on the West Coast, all up and down the western seaboard of the USA.
Come on, get him out of there.
I was going to say clean break, but the Chad Skyze just slapped the taste right out of the mouth.
It was out of there.
Damian Slater.
The Chad slapped the taste out of his mouth.
The Chad.
That's what I said, dude.
The Chad. The Wake.
Chad. You misread that one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I've got wank written down in my notes. All right. Getting back to the action there. Damian Slater stitching in with that side headlock. Knocks down the Chad. Reaching in that side headlock there. Has the Chad on the mat.
Well, obviously, if this was fashion TV, and I was an announcer on fashion TV, as I hope to be one day, we'd have to give this to the Chad Skyze straight off the bat. He's got the pink polo shirt, he's got that vest over top of it, he's got that beautiful tie.
Forget about the style. Damian Slater just landing back on his feet. The Chad pushed him in the chest. The Chad very, very cocky, arrogant. I hope he gets slapped around tonight, Ed.
Test of strength by both men. Look at that twisting wrist lock into a top wrist lock and takedown by Damian Slater.
Harking back to the days of Billy Robinson there, rolling back and reversing through. Beautiful move there. Credit where credit is due. Beautiful move from Damian Slater.
Damian Slater, the pride of South Australia, maintaining that. No, gets reversed. A twisting wrist lock by the Chad Skyze. Chad putting the pressure on that wrist lock. Referee Josh Mars asking, does Slater want to submit? Slater kicks up and reverses into a twisting wrist lock. Orange whip takedown into a rear chin lock by Damian Slater.
So beautiful smooth wrestling there from Damian Slater. The Chad coming in cocky and arrogant. I think Slater, out there's points so far, I'll give it to Damian Slater. Damian Slater slightly out wrestling, but the Chad putting in some moves to go with that side headlock there. But Slater just pushing off the ropes. But the Chad just knocks him down with the shoulder block, goes for the pancake. Leapfrogs over the top. The Chad on the outside sits next to some old boiler. He is happy.
I don't know where you're getting the scoring system. I have the Chad here 343 to 12 here by my system.
Number one, baby.
Your system goes on.
Oh, that was on the floor. That was on the floor. There's no match. There's nothing here. He could seriously injure that man and perhaps do damage to the tie.
That's what the Chad goes for running outside of the ring.
Damian Slater drags the Chad Skyze up to his feet. Snapback by Damian Slater. Slater off the ropes. Drop kick right to the face of the Chad Skyze. 1 and 2. Kick out by the Chad Skyze.
Now, I was to believe that these men had an agreement before the match that there would be no shots to the face. Well, certainly not to the Chad's face, anyway. I believe that that was the deal that was struck backstage, and already we're seeing Damian Slater is not a man of his word.
He's a man that looks like he's winning. With that drop there, goes for the cover. But the Chad managed to get his shoulder up. He might look like a pansy, folks, but he's kind of tough.
Man, he should get a t-shirt that says that. That would be like the best-selling t-shirt ever.
Slater off the ropes. Leaps up high. Pounding away at the head of the power bomb by the Chad Skyze.
And he's dropped all the way from the penthouse to the outhouse with that one. I got that from my wrestling cliches book right here, by the way.
What's your hair?
This is number 3.
The Chad backbreaker across into a sideboard slam. Rolling up 1 and 2, but a kick out by Damian Slater.
2 count. Come on, Slater.
Damian Slater getting back up on his feet.
Get off the ropes, come on.
Oh, the Chad with the double chop.
Snap suplex by the Chad into the cover. 2 count only, says referee Josh Mars. The Chad taking the advantage here in this contest tonight. First round action in the PWA International Title Tournament.
Want to quit? Hey, do you want to quit or not?
Camel clutch applied by the Chad Skyze. Damian Slater in a hell of a lot of trouble at the moment, gentlemen.
Looks like the Chad is trying to make Slater humble. Cinching in that beautiful camel clutch. Slater managing to get out of it, and then another strike to the lumbar region, I believe it is, Eduardo, of Damian Slater going again for it, but Damian Slater fighting back, striking back at the Chad. Impressive strikes there. Oh!
You want to talk about impressive?
That was impressive. I give him credit where it's due. Impressive stuff from Skyze.
Chad Skyze on top of the action here tonight at Eagleview.
Hey,
Damian Slater writhing in pain, and the Chad looked like he's going to go for a choke. He's choking him out with his powder puff blue headband. Throwing that headband out.
Look at that haircut. I bet you wish you could get a haircut like that, Mark.
The Chad's got hot hair.
If I was the Chad, I'd get the money back off that haircut. Absolutely piss poor job. Oh, strikes away at the lower lumbar region once again. Chad Skyze, a fan of the lower lumbar region.
Now this could be why the Chad Skyze trying to turn Damian Slater into a Boston Crab. A sure submission maneuver, the Boston Crab.
Well, if anyone knows about crabs, it's the Chad.
The Chad is a big fan of the Gold Coast crabs. He had some for dinner the other night. I don't know what you're implying specifically, but this is a move he is well known for. And look at him, he's trying to reach back there as Damian Slater tries to power out. The Chad, he didn't want to look embarrassed in case he did, so he let it go early. Because he's a sportsman.
Big body slam by the Chad Skyze. Skyze. Somersault sent on by the Chad. Skyze gives himself a pat on the back.
That's again some extremely smart tactics there from the Chad. The Chad absolutely demolishing Damian Slater's back.
The Chad Skyze drags Slater up to his feet, positions him for a chop in the corner. And a whip into the turnbuckles by the Chad Skyze. Here he comes. Quick corner by Damian Slater. Slater with a beautiful tornado DDT. Damian Slater with a running clothesline. Damian Slater off the ropes. Right to the chest by the Chad Skyze.
Out of nowhere then, and going back to the Chad's tactics, Damian Slater very hard on his already injured back. The Chad is smarter than he looks.
He'd have to be. The Chad out on the apron, climbing up to the second rope, up to the very top turnbuckle. But great retaliation by Slater.
Landed on the Chads.
They're squash chats now.
Right, Master! Yes!
Slater trying to pick up the Chad Skyze. Chad blocking the move. Big tilt-a-whirl backbreaker over the knee by the Chad Skyze. Skyze, he's going back up to the highlight zone. Up on the very top turnbuckle.
Fall from the skies and it missed. He missed.
From the penthouse to the outhouse, you could say.
I can't believe you use a wrestling cliche.
Dragon stretch applied by Damian Slater. There's your winner via the South Australian stretch, Damian Slater.
And my hand takes hold of judgment. I will take vengeance upon mine enemies, and I will repay those who hate me.
Damian Slater all the way from Adelaide, South Australia, advancing in the PWA International Title Tournament after a hard-fought victory over the Chad Skyze.